Hello, dear friends and students. Myself Mohan Agrawal from Sitabai Thete College of Pharmacy, Shirur, Pune. Today we will be going to discuss about cultivation of crude drugs. So, what are the learning outcomes? Learner will be able to learn definition of cultivation, sources of crude drug, and advantages and disadvantages of cultivation. So, let us see first what is cultivation. It is defined as the production of crops using prepared land by tending them either by unskilled or skilled people. In simple terms, it can be defined as it is the systematic growing of plants under controlled environmental conditions. Whenever we talk about the cultivation, we always compare the cultivated source with the wild source. Uh, in case of cultivation technology, we always grow the plants under controlled environmental condition. That is not the case with the wildly grown plants. In case of wild source, plants naturally grow in their natural habitat without irrespective of the conditions. The cultivation of vegetable drugs involves both the aspects, that is agricultural and pharmaceutical aspects. Whenever we talk about the cultivation, we can perform the cultivation for both agricultural as well as pharmaceutical crop, means those plants having agricultural value as well as medicinal value. Then cultivation involves the sharp knowledge on soil, climate, rainfall, irrigation, altitude, temperature, use of fertilizers and pesticides, genetic manipulation, and biochemical aspects of natural drugs. Means whenever the person goes for the cultivation of any crude drug, he should have the knowledge about all these factors. When these factors are combined with the cultivation technology, the new approach to scientific cultivation technology emerges out. So whenever we uh, perform the cultivation with the knowledge of these factors, the cultivation technology will be called as scientific cultivation technology. Then what are the advantages of cultivation? The advantages of cultivations are always compared with that of the wild source. So first is the cultivation ensures the quality and purity of medicinal plants. All of you are aware about the quality and purity of medicinal plant. It depends upon the amount of secondary metabolites present in the crude drug, that is the amount of active constituents present in the drug. So as all the environmental conditions are controlled, it naturally gives the high quality and purity of medicinal plants when we will compare it with the wild source. As there are no controls of environmental conditions, generally the quality and purity of these crude drugs which are grown in wild generally gets affected. Then second is that collection of crude drugs from cultivated plants gives better yield and therapeutic quality. So cultivation and collection generally goes hand in hand, means not only the cultivation is important, but also the collection of these crude drug is also equally important, because it also affects the amount of secondary metabolites present in the crude drug. So let us see one example, that is opium. You all must be aware about it. It is alkaloid containing drug. This opium is a capsules of Papaver somniferum, which consists of latex, and this latex consists of alkaloids, that is morphine, codeine, etc. So when these capsules of Papaver somniferum shows color change from dark green to light green, at that time only that capsules consist of high amount of latex and ultimately containing the high amount of alkaloids. So what is been done? So the incisions are made onto the capsule in the morning. In the daytime, the latex exudes from the capsules, and because of cold weather in the night, it get dried onto the surface of the capsule. So in the next morning it is been scraped off from the surface of the capsule and latex is been collected in the dried form. So this is the collection technology. It requires the skill, it requires the knowledge. If the person is not having the knowledge about the collection of this crude drug, the amount of secondary metabolite may get affected, because the concentration of secondary metabolite generally been present at a higher levels at particular time or season. So at that time only you should collect the drug. So whoever been doing the cultivation, he generally has the knowledge about the collection of these crude drugs. So collection of crude drugs from cultivated plant generally gives better yield and therapeutic quality compared to the wildly grown plant. Then third advantage of cultivation is it ensures the regular supply of a crude drug. As larger areas are under cultivation of single crop, it generally gives the regular supply of these crude drug to the industries as well as human beings. As there is a limited amount of area is been under the production of this crude drug in case of wild source, so it cannot satisfy the needs of human beings as well as industries. So cultivation ensures the regular supply of a crude drug. Then the cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plant also leads to the industrialization to greater extent. Means as again the similar type of crop is been under the cultivation in large area, as there is availability of high amount of these crude drugs, so generally it promotes the industrialization. There are number of examples for this. Let us take an example of grapes. It is been mostly found in the Nashik region. So as there is a lot of supply of the grapes in the Nashik region, it has result in the setup of number of wineries around this Nashik region. So that is the industrialization. So that is the fourth advantage. Then fifth one is cultivation permits application of modern technological aspects such as mutation, polyploidy and hybridization. We can use this modern technology such as mutation, polyploidy and hybridization, and we can improve the characters of the species. That may be in the any sense that is it may be resistant to diseases, it may consist of high amount of secondary metabolites, or any other characters can be improved, and these improved characters of the species can be taken and these species can be further cultivated, so that giving the better quality and purity. It cannot be possible in case of wildly grown plants. We cannot use this modern technology in wild source. So that are the advantages of cultivation. Then let us see what are the disadvantages of cultivation. First and most common is the high cost of these drugs as compared to wild varieties. Means as no cost has been involved in the wildly grown plants, generally their cost has been less or they are cheaper than the cultivated source. So as the cost has been involved in the cultivation, they will be costlier than the wild varieties. Second disadvantage is that there may be a loss because of ecological disturbances such as storms, earthquake, floods, drought, etc. So we cannot control these natural hazards, and it can result in the loss of yield. Then third is it will be uneconomical for the plants which are available abundantly in the wild. Means those plants which are available in enough quantity in the wild source, it will be an uneconomical prospect for the cultivation. Means it will not give the returns, it will not give the profits, so it will be uneconomical. The example are acacia is there, then naxomica has been there. We cannot cultivate this plant because already they are in the enough quantity in the wild source. So these are the disadvantages of cultivation. So that is about the definition of cultivation, its advantages and disadvantages. In next video we will see about the methods of cultivation, that is sexual method of cultivation and asexual method of cultivation, and their advantages and disadvantages. So if you like the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.